Death of Khat Thi. Khat Thi Burmese, KHKCI, born Zaw Tun, 1976, 8 March 2021, was a Burmese engineer and poet who was killed during the 2021 Myanmar protests in Myanmar, Burma. Khet Thi was at least the third poet to die during protests since the coup Feb 1. He became an icon of the anti-coup protest movement after he was dead. He is considered one of the most prominent heroes of Burma's pro-democracy movement and is remembered as a hero of Myanmar's democracy. Personal background: from 2004 to 2012, Khat Thi worked as a junior engineer SAE on the Development Affairs Committee in Shwibo and Maniwa townships. He had been an engineer before quitting his job in 2012 to focus on his poetry and to support himself by making and selling ice cream and cakes. He had been married with Chaw Su, who a worker for the telecommunications department, who was active in the civil disobedience movement CDM of work stoppages in opposition to military rule, had also been interrogated, but was released on 9 May 2021 and allowed to return home, only 2 years. They have made a living in Pale by making and selling cakes and ice cream. He had wrote a Facebook post 2 weeks after the coup: "I don't want to be a hero. I don't want to be a martyr. I don't want to be a weakling. I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to support injustice. If I have only a minute to live, I want my conscience to be clean for that minute." His poems were widely renowned among protesters. One of his most well-known lines was, "They shoot in the head, but they don't know the revolution is in the heart." It was a poem that reminded him. Protest and death. Khat Thi had taken into custody on the night at around 9 p.m. of May 8 for questioning at a detention center in the town of Shwibo in central Myanmar that has been the scene of heavy protests against military rule. Although his wife Chaw Su was detained at the Shwibo police station, he was taken to an undisclosed location and died during his interrogation by the military. His body returned to his family hours later with his internal organs removed, and had bruising on the chest, along the ribs, and on his wrists. But authorities said that he had died of a heart attack. The junta forces did not disclose any information regarding Khet Thi's arrest or his cause of death. His family has brought his body to Pale on the evening of May 10. References